Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another off day edition of Eat Sleep Sixes. I am the one they call Sabrina Tang. You have Brandon Hine stepping in on the stage. How you doing? And we told you we was gonna bring him back. We told you we was gonna bring him back, and he's back. The man, the myth, the boy. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Everything good? How y'all feeling today, fellas?
Oh man, a game two victory that was well worth it yesterday, man. A game two victory that was perfect, man. It was perfect in every way. We ran them right out the gym. We did what we had to do. But enough with the small talk. Enough with the small talk. Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons had one of his breakout games that we've been begging for him to have in a long time, boy. I
Begging.
want to I want to hear you say right here on the stage live that you were impressed with Ben Simmons. I want to hear you say it.
I think I know the response. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, last night I was impressed. He didn't back down from the challenge. It was one particular sequence. Russ had a put back dunk, did his pull up on the rim and everything. They inbounded the ball right to Ben. What Ben do? He go right back down and dunks the basketball. I'm like, this is what we've been waiting for 3.5 years. Like if he brings that type of intensity every night, now they gotta defend him. Now they're not looking like us. A lot of the times they look for him to pass the ball out. That's where his turnovers come because they know he's going to pass it. Just dunk on these cats. Use your
Yeah,
freakish athleticism. You a big guy. You fast. But yesterday was probably and the game when he had 15 boards and 15 assists was his two best games in a long time to me.
yeah, and and you was on my mind when it came to them two performances because I seen you get a man his praise, and I seen you get a man his props, and a lot of people in 24/7 land was like, oh man, we don't need you giving no props, we don't need you doing this, we don't need you doing that, and like I told Timmy yesterday, we too busy scared to call a spade to spade in Sixers 24/7. I know how to call a spade to spade and say, yo, those two games he had was very impressive. Hey, yo, Brandon, what you think about them two games last time? What you think about the two stretch of games?
First of all, I appreciate Greg being honest because like I've had to eat crow a few times. I'm on Seth all the time because like I think he could do more, and the times that he does do more, I got to say, yo, he did it. He did his thing. So I was excited about that. I think it's got to be consistency now. Now that you showed that you can do it, you got to keep doing it. I'm not saying you need 20 every night, but you need to be in that 16 to 20 something range. And if he does attack the basket like that and he's efficient like that, we're not going to lose. We're not going to lose. It eases the burden on all the guys that are like Seth, Danny Green, to an extent Milton because he still gets minutes for whatever reason, don't know why. It eases the burden on those guys that they don't got to be what they're not because historically Seth Curry is a bench player and Danny Green is nearing the end of his career, so he's not a super offensive threat unless he's shooting the ball from the corner. That's a spot basically. So Ben scoring the ball alleviates a lot of pressure on other guys, and I think it actually made a lot of the other guys able to play more freely. Like they're not as pressured, and when you're not playing with pressure, you got nothing to lose. You can put up numbers. It's easier.
Like when your star players play like stars, your role players fall right in line.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, and a valid point with that being said is that I just like the way he's been hungry. Like I like the way Ben has been arrogant. Like I like the arrogance. I like the way he been showing that arrogance and stuff like that. I like the way he been sitting up there, like that Russ dunk, like you said, like you said that when Russ did the pull up, all up, and all that, and Ben came right back down, quiet humbleness, came right back down, dunk. Turned around, looked at him, gave him a little quick look. I said, yo. I said, yo, I like that.
Like that's what we need. Like when Ben is in a comfort level, he could be a consistent player. But when he's out of his comfort level, his comfort zone, that's when he struggles. But the Wizards, he's in his comfort level right now because he know nobody on the Wizards is physically can match him.
Physically
not even close. Not even close. What is the only guy that could even be close to him is maybe Hachimura, and he's Ben is young. Way he's not ready. He's not ready for that.
And you see the sequence, when he took Bill down in that post, You seen the way he moved Bill, and Bill ain't no small dude.
Bill's pretty big.
Bill's like 220 for a guard.
Bill is husky for a little dude.
And he moved them like it wasn't no problem. So we gonna sit up here and we gonna keep messing with you, boy, because I gotta give it to you. You've been on him from the very beginning. And stuff like that. And you've been like, yo, we want to see this. We want to see this. You kept preaching it. We want to see, this is what the payoff's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. So we gonna mess with you because these last 2 games, been some of the biggest payoffs he ever had. So,
his first year as a rookie, in the first round, he played excellent against Miami. His second playoff go around, he played excellent in the first round with Brooklyn when he had 34 triple doubles. So when we playing, when we get a favorite, he thrives. But the second round is when we all like, here goes Ben. But right now, this first round builds his confidence going into the next round. So if we can keep this momentum going, we should be all right.
Yeah, so
I think Ben's a weird case because, I think you might agree with me on this, Greg. Ben does a lot. Even when he doesn't have the last 2 games, Ben does a lot, and I think you get on his case because he has games like that where he shows you he's capable of more. Mm-hmm. But then he'll go back to being his old self. So I'm hoping that's not what he does. Because we need it. I mean, we could use that. If you could give us – it takes the burden off Embiid. Embiid doesn't have to go off every night. Because Embiid works for his points. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's my problem with – that's why we need a point guard so Embiid don't have to work for his points all the time.
Embiid be going – his buckets are not easy.
Somebody can throw him a little pocket pass for easy layup every now and then because – he's in great condition right this year, but big men get tired. But if we can have him fresh for that fourth quarter, we're gonna be all right.
So I want to address some of the comments before we continue. Nikki, always watching. Shout out to you, my brother, Brian Green. It seemed like you seem like you know that brother Greg.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Shout out to watch. Shout out, appreciate you for watching. And this is an off day, y'all. So we got a little more time to talk a little Sixers basketball. So if you now come in and check us out, y'all. It's an off day. We don't got no game day to worry about, y'all. So check us out. But with the next question being said, Tobias Harris, going over our Game 2 recaps, man. Tobias Harris heard y'all talking about him, man. He heard y'all talking how much he stunk in the playoffs. He heard y'all, man. And Tobias been showing out. He's been showing out. What y'all think about that? Greg? I'm gonna start it off with you.
Tobias is showing why Elton Brand gave him that max money. He's hitting his mid range. He's 1 dribble, 2 dribble, get a bucket. That's what he is. And that game 1 was special because we always ask when Embiid has an off game, who's gonna step up? And Embiid was in foul trouble. Tobias was right there, 30 in the first half. This game, he didn't have to do as much because it was a mop session. But the efficiency was there. Scored from all 3 levels. His defense is much improved. Tobias is what we paid for. right now. He's what we paid for.
Would you agree that so far this playoffs that Tobias is outplaying Jimmy?
Oh yeah, he's out playing Jimmy. He's out playing Jimmy.
There's a lot at the time. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, and it took him another year after because we had let go of Jimmy, not let go. We just signed a trade for Josh Richardson last year, and last year it was the opposite. Jimmy was frying people last year in the playoffs, and this year it's the opposite. I'm thoroughly pleased. Tobias to me is worth the contract. At first I was like, what are we doing here? But he's shown that he can be the guy for stretches if Embiid is not in the game.
And I'm gonna shout out Brian Green. He said again, I hate our second unit right now. The first break the starters get late first, early second is always trouble for us. Do y'all agree or disagree with that?
I think we was up maybe 13 or something. In the second dot, put in all 5 bench players, they tied the game up. So we struggling with the second unit mostly because Shake is not Shake right now. If we had Shake from the first 20 games of the season, we would be good. But Shake don't even know how to dribble anymore.
Yo, Shake is lost.
Shake is lost.
He dribbles where he's not supposed to. He's rushing. He's not seeing the floor. He's taking bad shots when he does shoot it. Less Shake, more Maxey. I know Maxey's a rookie, but he seems more poised right now than Shake. He does. And at least he's got an elite skill. Like what does Shake really do that's elite? I mean, Maxey's speed and getting to the rim is elite. He blows past people. Blows past them.
Top 5 floater in the game.
Yeah, his floater's nice. His floater's nice.
And back to a comment Nikki said, we gotta address Nikki. Ben's offensive game back on Ben Simmons has always been predictable up until now. Makes the whole team easier to guard in a half-court offense. Yeah, it has. Yeah.
I think his half-court off. I think his offense is still predictable. Like his game is based off if he makes his layup or he misses layup. If he's making it, he looks like he did last night. If he's not making them, he goes 3 for 9 like he did in game 1. He just got to find his touch. He got to get better touch around the rim. Once he get his touch together and his physicality, that's I ain't gonna say Giannis level, but it's good. It's better.
You know what I would do if I was whoever's in charge of their off-season programs. Once the season is over, hopefully we have the trophy. Ben, there's a guy on your team that is far less athletic, but if he has his shoulder squared to the basket, it's going in. Tobias Harris. When he gets in the lane, it is going in.
Tobias Harris, and Tobias Harris, he don't get enough credit. Tobias Harris is a do-it-all, mid-range shooter, knock the 3-point down, and let's mention something too. Tobias is an underrated defender. He's an underrated defender too. He might not be the best. We're not saying he's the best defender in the world, but he's underrated. He could get you a stop when he needs to get you a stop. So I've been impressed with Tobias. I've been impressed with Tobias a lot.
I think when Embiid was out, we had a game against the Knicks in New York, and Tobias locked his Randle down. Bang. He turned that corner there.
Yeah, he turned that corner and stuff like that. And Tobias, man, because I was pissed when Jimmy left. And stuff like that. I was like, man, we giving Tobias all this money, but Tobias been doing this thing, man. And I gotta mention that the first 2 games, it looking like we was going on the sweep, but yeah, like we going to sweep these boys, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. But we look good, man. New comment from Nikki though. He said that Maxey needs to learn how to stop on the dime and pull up for a 10 to 12 then his game will reach another level. What y'all think about that?
Yeah.
That's the evolution of a guard. Once you get to that mid-post, mid-calf money. Sam Cassell gonna teach you that. That was Sam money spot.
Yeah, that was saying money spot. Yeah, that was saying money spot and stuff like that. And yeah, I think Maxey. I was wrong about Maxey. I was wrong about Maxey and stuff like that. He hit that rookie wall. And I was worried about him. But Maxey, man, Maxey, he gonna be all right, man. He gonna be all right. And Maxey, I think Maxey going. He coming for Shake's spot. If Shake don't get his act together, Shake ain't gonna be on this team next year, and you gonna plug Maxey right into that spot. You can plug Maxey right into that spot. Shot. Go ahead, boy.
I
What
think
you
Maxey
about to
might
say?
find his way starting next year.
I agree.
I think Seth's going to the bench. I really do.
I think so.
I think Seth's going to the bench.
Mhm.
I like Seth.
Well,
off the bench.
I think Danny Green is a free agent. Depending on what happens there, he could either take his spot or Seth's spot. I think Seth is going to be on the bench though next year.
Yeah, I like.
That's what he is. He's not consistent enough to be a
Yeah.
starter. You can't rely on him.
Yeah. What
Like,
you think about
you can't
that,
have
boy?
a Seth and Maxey starting backcourt. That's too small.
Too small. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Well, it's too
I think-
small. Hey, y'all, we about to transition. We had popcorn gate yesterday. we have popcorn gate with a fan. It's not funny, but it's funny.
It is
No,
funny because it's
it-
Russ. Because it's Russ. If it was anybody but Russ, it wouldn't be funny.
Yo, so we had a fan yesterday. For those who missed the game, he threw the popcorn at Russ, and Russ got all ready to go in the crowd. Even though it's wrong. It's wrong. Yes, it is. It's 100% wrong and stuff like that. But Russ was ready to go up in there and get all macho and stuff like that. Tell me first what y'all think about popcorn gate. What y'all think about that?
That
boys?
man lucky Russ was held back. He's lucky. Because at the end of the day, you a man first. You don't throw nothing at another man. We don't do that. But Russ got Russ is crazy. I was with him Monday. I'm cool. Me and his brother real tight, so we was all together Monday. He's a cool dude. But it's his on-court demeanor that makes him look like out of control. Like, athletes got that switch in their head. It's time to ball. But that man, don't throw. Russ is 6'4", angry. You don't want those problems. I don't want those problems.
Yeah.
He might hurt that man.
And not to mention another incident, not to get off base, that took place. Trae Young out in Atlanta got spit on. He got spit on.
That's vile, bro. That's vile. That's not cool.
But for somebody to spit on a basketball player who got his back turned is like, yo, he's playing ball. Like, I don't understand what goes through these people's minds doing stuff like that.
Yeah, and you gotta ask yourself too. You gotta ask yourself too. Was it worth you throwing the popcorn on the brother? Was it worth your season tickets? And was it worth you not being able to get into the Wells Fargo now? Was it worth it? Like, you definitely got banned. You can't come to the Wells Fargo. Was it worth it though? Like, you gotta ask yourself, was it worth it and stuff like that?
He can't see live wrestling events.
He can't see. No, he can't see it. No, if he wanted to take his kid, if he had a child to a Little Mermaid on ice, he wouldn't even be able to take him to Little Mermaid on ice because they got the dude picture on file now. Like, we gotta think better than that. Yeah, man. Yeah, we gotta think better than that because people.
I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, like the trade, and we gotta shout out to that brother Trae Young for showing the restraint that he did and stuff like that. Because if a brother spit on me and I felt the spit, he lucky he didn't spit on 50 girl that was in there.
I've seen that.
They said, yo, he lucky. He lucky.
You think he I don't think Trae felt the spit. It might have not even reached him.
I think it was spit at him, not on him.
Looked at it on Instagram. Because I know
Trey,
it looked like if you look at 50 girl, she felt something because she jumped back when she got one with the spit.
she jumped back. She jumped back because if Trey was probably into the game and he had tunnel vision, playoff time. He didn't feel it. He didn't feel it. But 50 girl, she don't got Tourette's or nothing like that. So she was like, and if 50 would have actually, yeah, I mean, seen it and react to it, that would have been nasty. That would have been nasty. We would have had a national story. How bad 50 would have beat that ball.
50 might have drugged him on the court.
Yo, and they said
you heard it.
Yeah, they said 50. That man was a Golden Gloves boxing champion. They said that man was Golden Glove.
You know how to hold his own.
You know, Golden Glove. He would have treated that man. But with that being said, like Brian said, there's difference between diehards and idiots. We don't sit up there and condone that. Funny as it might be, we watching it at home. But like we put ourselves in the players' shoes and stuff like that. We don't sit up there and condone nothing like that. So now, buddy, you got your season tickets revoked. And now you can't come into the Wells Fargo. So
yeah,
no, I don't condone that at all.
He said, as Sixers fans, that's not what we do at all. But as an Eagles fan, that makes me proud. And I had to sit back and think, like, Eagles fans are completely different than Sixers fans. Eagles fans are crazy.
Didn't they throw batteries at Santa Claus?
Yeah,
they
are true. Like, you might see Eagles fans fighting Eagles fans. That's how crazy we are.
Hey, Nicky, he talk about take Russ out to New York. We'll give him, you see, that's the problem, Nicky. That's the problem. It was a New York fan that did the spitting at Trae Young. That's the problem. It just get wild over there. Nicky. Talk about throwing bottles at Russ. Take him out to New York. After parkour, we'll throw bottles at Russ.
Listen, Russ is connected out New York too, so he throw the bottles. Something might get thrown back, man. He a real cool dude though. He a real cool dude, man. I ain't gonna. He's a cool dude, down to earth and everything.
Russ, I don't know if you ever read about Russ. I mean, obviously, if you know him, but I read an article about Russ years ago. Why he plays so angry is because one of his high school teammates passed away, and he plays super hard for him too.
Oh yeah. Nicky bad. Nicky was talking about partying.
he said popping that champagne. I think that's what he meant.
Wow,
after we win the title, Russ can come back and party with us.
Yeah, after we win the title, Russ can definitely party with us. So I want 24/7 land. This is the man y'all love. Y'all Sixers 24/7 number one villain. I want y'all to submit some questions. No, my bad, Nicky. My bad. I thought you was taking it to the street. My fault. I thought you was taking it.
He's taking it too far. Yo, he's taking it too far, bro. This was a friendly.
Yeah. I thought you was taking it to the street. Like, my fault.
Yeah, you were trying to set up some kind of boxing match or something, bro.
Hey, y'all, he not my OG Nick. He said no, man. He said no. I'm not trying to set up no Triller boxing matches between Russ and Nicky. So no, that's off the table. We're not trying to do none of that, y'all. So let's fall back with that. So like I was saying, I want y'all to get y'all questions in for Boyd, man. I want y'all because I be seeing y'all interactions. With Boyd. And y'all be, oh man, you're with the HE double hockey sticks you're talking about. Oh, y'all be hitting him with his own vernacular. Take this down. Oh, y'all be hitting him like, oh, I seen some people get wild with you, brother. So I want to encourage anybody right now. If you want to, this is the time to challenge Boyd. You want to challenge Boyd. You want to see what Boyd's head at about Ben. the team, anybody, get on there, get on there, ask the questions because y'all be talking real heavy to him in the comments about the Sixers basketball, but when it comes down to it, when it's the time to really answer the question, y'all don't want to say nothing. Y'all want to say nothing, man. So get in there and ask the questions. I'm gonna ask you a question too, boy. I asked Timmy this yesterday. I said that would you be satisfied with the Ben Simmons comparison? I said of an athletic Draymond Green, and he said that's a lazy comparison. What do you think about that comparison? If his ceiling was an athletic Draymond,
Well, that's what I believe his game most mirrors. But the difference is Draymond operates from the top of the key most of the nights. Ben is down in the dunker spot. So when you say it's a lazy comparison, I hear you, but their flaws are very similar. Their strengths are very similar. They both are great defenders. They both are great passers. They both can't score to save their life. But the fact that Ben is more athletic, he's going to get the easier buckets in transition than at the rim. But if you say Draymond, go one-on-one and give me a bucket, I'm like, that ain't going to work. And if I say Ben, go one-on-one and give me a bucket, we both shit out of luck.
yeah. So
But for the most part, they're very similar to me.
So, with that being said, I'm gonna ask another question, and Brandon, I'm gonna let you get your questions in. I'm gonna let you get your questions in and stuff like that. So, the athletic Draymond thing, and if we won a championship based off that being his ceiling, would you be satisfied with that? Would you back off Ben a little bit more,
Oh, listen,
or
if
or,
that
or
gets,
go? Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
if that gets us a championship, that's the ultimate goal. I'm happy because it's hard to win a championship. An athletic Draymond gets us a championship, he could be athletic Draymond the rest of his career. I don't care. Just like when Nicky Foles got us our Super Bowl, I was happy as a man for the rest of my life. Ben Simmons giving us the ready to go 4-3, I'm happy.
Yeah, so that means if we get we bring the championship home this year, with that, so you'll back up off him, and stuff like that.
I have nothing to say. He did
Yo, 24/7. I want you to hear this and hear this good 24/7. If he brings home if we the Sixers, the people, bring home the championship, Greg Boyd is retiring from his Ben criticism. I want you to put this on the bulletin tape. I want you to put this down. I want you to tape it, put it in our archives at Eat Sleep Sixers. It's going to be over. We win the championship. So y'all might want to cheer for that championship a little bit harder now. Y'all might want to cheer for that championship a little harder. Root for that championship a little harder now. So, cause he said he done with the comparisons.
I mean, that's the goal is a championship by hook or crook. But I just believe he has to be more scoring oriented for us to beat a Milwaukee or Brooklyn.
Next question. Nikki D said, "How do you feel about the Nets after watching them in the playoffs so far? Or is Milwaukee the bigger problem?" That's good.
Brooklyn looks scary because all the talk was they don't play defense. They playing defense right now, and defense to me is just effort and wanting to. They locked in, and they're going to score. They're going to score. Like Joe Harris had 20 something easy. So
he had
Brooklyn
22.
Looks scary.
Yeah,
22. Brooklyn looked scary. Milwaukee looked good, and that's why it was important for the Sixers to beat the brakes off of Washington last night. Like, no, we right here with y'all. Y'all not the only teams blowing people out.
Yeah, that's a fair point, Brandon. What questions you want to throw at the man, the myth, the boy?
So, question for you. as far as Ben goes, for you to be
Mhm.
comfortable, not talking wins and losses, like say there's no score in the game or whatever. What's a good stat line for you for Ben to be comfortable with, where you could say, okay, this is what I would like to see going forward?
With his size and athleticism, 18, 9, and 8.
That's fair. It's basically what he did
Give me
last
18,
night.
9, and 8. Because and the thing is, it's like in certain situations, I want him to. If he had a TJ McConnell mid range, that'd be love for it. Because that 18 might go up to 22, and it creates space for everyone else. But the stat line 18, 9, and 8 is fine with me because he's big enough to get 9 rebounds tonight, and he's gonna have the ball enough to get you 8 assists.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And so, with that being said, Brian and BG looking ahead, he said that he don't think it's if we get to the NBA Finals. He said we're gonna run shop over anybody who we play. He said there's nobody in the West that can see us in 7. You agree with that?
Listen, the only man I'm scared of is LeBron James. But outside of LeBron James, nobody touching this.
I'm out to get you with that. Like I haven't been impressed with them the first 2 games. Phoenix been looking good. And Phoenix been right there with them. The Lakers look vulnerable. They don't look good. The Lakers don't look like a team that just came off a championship run. The Lakers don't look good at all, man. So LeBron don't scare me either. If somehow they make it to the finals and we got to play them in the finals, LeBron doesn't scare me. LeBron doesn't scare me. They was one moving screen away from being the 8th seed. Like they don't scare me.
By the time if they go to the finals or whatever, by the time they get there, they're gonna be rolling. Because they just started playing together 3 games ago with all the injuries. So by the time they get to the finals, they done ran through Denver or whoever the case may be in Utah. So by the time they get to the finals, they're gonna be much better. And it's hard to go against a man that went to the finals 9 out of the last 10 years or whatever the case may be. But we can beat them. Because Andre Drummond they're gonna have to take Andre Drummond out the game. And that's gonna leave Anthony Davis to stick Joel Embiid. And it's lights out. Just lights out.
We've seen that before. We've seen that one.
Yeah, that's not a good matchup.
DeAndre, even DeAndre ain't give AD work. What happened? AD used to be a solid low post defender. He ain't a solid low post defender no more. He used to be solid.
Yeah, but you know what? Well, last year to me, he was the best defender in the league. This year, Cole, but he had the Achilles injury, so he's not even in shape yet. That's why by the time if they get to where they're supposed to be, they're gonna be much better of a team. The Sixers are a well-oiled machine right now. Like we rolling. The Lakers haven't even played their best basketball yet, but that's further down the road. It might be they might lose to Phoenix tonight, and we're gonna have a whole different conversation tomorrow. Chris Paul is healthy. Devin Booker is a playoff tested. We'll see how that goes.
That's the team I don't want. I don't want no parts of Phoenix. It's not even that they better than us. They're not better than us on paper, but they have consistently beaten us in the last couple of years.
Devin Booker is our kryptonite.
Yeah, and when he had his partner TJ Warren, who's even worse. Yo, thank God he's not on that team no more. You remember the game a few years ago when Phoenix was terrible and we got fried by Booker and TJ Warren. They both had over 30. Booker I think had over I forget what he had, like 40 or something like that. It was something stupid.
Yeah, Phoenix is as good as our guards are defensively. Chris Paul and Devin Booker, we gonna struggle.
They're crafty.
With that, and the next question from BG said, at what point do you shrink the rotation to 8 players?
Probably Eastern Conference Finals.
Say that again?
I think Eastern Conference Finals is what may answer the question real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
I don't think next round I'm worried yet, but after that, I think it's going to go down.
Eastern Conference Finals, I would shake the rotation too.
Yeah, Eastern Conference. But if we end up playing the Hawks in the second round, that's going to be a tough series. I don't think that's easy at all.
No, Greg, I was talking about this last night. The Hawks haven't played together neither. They have a bunch of scorers. They have scorers all over the floor.
Like they got a bunch of scores. They got Embiid kryptonite, a big man that just runs and runs and runs and runs. They got Ben Simmons and Ben Simmons kryptonite, a little guard that could just go right through.
Can shoot from anywhere.
Then they got the DeAndre Hunters, the Bogdanovich, the Gallinaris.
Stupid, Kevin Huerter, Gallinari,
Lou Williams. That team is good, but it's gonna come down to you can't stop Joel Embiid.
You can't, and if this level of what you see for Ben, if Ben gives this level of play for the rest of the playoffs, nobody not going to be able to see Ben either, man. Nobody not going to be able.
Question for you, Greg. Go real quick. Finish. My bad.
No, if we get the same Ben that we had last night, we beating the Hawks in 6, maybe 5. But if we get regular season Ben, it's gonna be a dogfight.
Okay.
So, question for you: if we play Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Because of the firepower that they have, would you either increase Matisse's minutes or maybe even start him?
No.
For that series alone?
No. Because Ben and Matisse can't be on the floor together too much because that don't enhance Tobias and Joel. Because we still got to score those guys. Yeah, because we might have a couple possessions where we don't score. And they can knock down 2 threes. Oh, shit. That's a quick 6-0 run. Timeout. Get stuff back to the game on Danny Green. I think that's going to be a good Danny Green series.
Okay. Yeah, Brandon, you there? You froze up on this for a minute, B.
Yeah, my bad.
You froze. No, like this screen froze up. Hey, boy, next thing we gonna play a little. We gonna do something a little different with this segment. We're approaching 41 minutes, boy. What do you got? What do you got to say to all your detractors up there, my brother? What you got to say? Because they becoming heavy. They becoming heavy.
I just want them to stop being hard-headed.
Oh man! All the detractors out there. He told me to tell y'all, man, stop being hard-headed, man. You said stop being hard-headed.
I don't dislike Ben. I'm just upset that when he was drafted, I was expecting Magic Johnson on steroids. But we got my Green on steroids.
Yo, man, and with that being, Magic had a similar stat line. I gotta throw that on the table too. Magic had a 2-15-15 game. Magic had a 2-15-15 game and stuff like that. So Magic had and I seen a lot of people throwing that in your face too, saying, you know what? Oh, Magic had this 2-15-15 game. Our best Magic was a bum too.
But the crazy part is, I didn't even diss Ben Simmons for the 6-15-15 game. I actually said that was one of his best games.
And I see that. And see that one post, you made a post that said, y'all hate scoring. I can't remember it. Y'all said y'all hate scoring, but when he don't score, you said something. I can't remember the post. I wish I could remember the post right there. You said, and it was kind of a little hypocritical of the people that been supporting Ben and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
because you was like they hate scoring, but when I kind of remember that post. That post is on point.
I forget what game it was, but he only had like 16 at the half. But now, like, see, he can do it. But now all of a sudden, y'all like scoring now.
I'm pulling that post. I'm pulling it. I'm pulling that post up, yo. I'm pulling that post up, yo, because that post is great, yo. That post is great. I'm gonna see if I can find it quick. See if I can find it quick, man. I'm gonna see if I can find it quick. Sir, my bad, y'all. My bad. I want to
So
find
while Sabri's looking, Greg, question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think Ben could turn the corner here and keep this play up, or do you think he's going to fall back?
I think he's going. My brain tells me he's going to fall back. My heart wanting to keep on going forward. I just know he's not going to get the amount of layups that he got against better defensive teams. Say if the Knicks end up winning, they're a top-notch defensive team. That's going to be a grind for us. And I don't see Ben getting as many layups on that team. But long as he just don't just stand there and, do his dunker spot thing all the time, just be a lively body out there. That's all I ask, because I don't expect him to score a lot against the Knicks. I don't expect the team as a whole to score a lot if we play the Knicks. Because they a slow-paced team, grounded out. That's going to be like 197, 196 type games.
Yo, I felt it. He said he's scoring and y'all excited. I thought scoring wasn't important. Boy, I tell y'all. I was like, yo. Y'all gave that man big, dog. I said, man, that was one of your best posts in 24/7, yo. That was one of your best. That was one of your best posts.
I surveyed the room, and everybody's excited he ain't score. He's scoring. I'm like, but I really thought y'all didn't like scoring. Scoring not everything, but when he's scoring, 24/7 goes crazy. You don't think it's like Jordan scoring?
And when he scored, when that 22-point game kicked in, everybody be waiting for you, yo. This is how you know you became important enough in 24/7. Yo, we been out here nothing from our favorite Ben Simmons hater tonight. Yo, he did his thing tonight.
I don't consider myself a Ben Simmons hater. I'm more of a Ben Simmons realist. I'm a realist when it comes to Ben. Like I don't live in a reality where I don't live in a situation where I believe he's gonna average 30. But it would be good if he could get me 24, 25. Because he's so big and athletic, he should roll out of bed and get me 20.
Okay. And man, and we approaching. We about to close soon. We gonna hit you with some closing questions, boy. We pushing 47 minutes. One of our longer shows. Moving forward from the rest of this series, and looking ahead to the second round. No man, if we play the Hawks, what you want to see, and talk about if we play the Knicks, what you want to see from our guys moving forward.
Hawks, I need Embiid dominance. Clint Capella should be put in the rim every play. Unless they run the crazy double team, Clint should be in foul trouble immediately. Tobias, he should be good. And I think if they put DeAndre Hunter on Ben, that's going to be a little tougher matchup. But we should beat them in 6 or 7. The Knicks, that's a grind. But we should beat them in 5 because they can't score to save their life. And then the Eastern Conference Finals, we going to see. It's going to be a show.
And real quick, BG, a play on 2K I made when Embiid. With a play I made when Embiid was double, because on 2K21 they double Embiid heavy, so they doubled Embiid. Ben was chilling in the corner, so I kicked it out to Ben in the corner, and Ben whopped that thing too. He whopped that thing too. I said, "Oh yeah." And I had that because Brian Green talked about that thing. He averaged 22 of the season. And the last question we about to throw at you, I'm gonna let Brandon, you could go ahead and put the last question out on board.
So for Ben, there's a few things that we would like to see him add to his game. For you, whether it be the foul shot, consistency, the mid-range jumper, the three-pointer, the confidence. What do you think for him is the most important going forward?
Confidence. Confidence. Because if you have confidence, everything else will fall into place. The mid-range will fall into place. The floaters, the more crisp post moves. It's all it's a lot of things in between Ben ears that's messing him up. But he got the physical abilities, but you need to work on his footwork as a pro. Once he get his footwork together, he should be good. But we gonna see.
You know what's low-key underrated? I think you need to work on his left hand. It sounds stupid because he shoots left-handed, but his finishing left-handed is bad. He finishes with his right almost all the time.
And with that being said,
on his baby hooks.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
With his right hand.
Yep, always with the right hand.
Okay. And with that being said, before we get on up out of here, I want to thank BG. Thank you for being in the comments, my brother Nicky, as always. Appreciate you. Love you, brother, for being there and being in the comments for us. And before we get out of here, we're gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna hit you with a little playoff hype video, get the juices flowing for game three. Game three is Saturday, 7:00. I want everybody pre-game, post-game, check us out, tune in here and stuff like that. Before you get out of here, boy, check out this post-game hype video, playoff hype video.
I might chip box, man.
Let's get it.
This year.
Hey, BG want one more question and stuff like that.
We lost Greg somewhere.
No, we can answer BG's question. BG, what's your question, my brother? Shoot away.
By the way, thank you to Jose for putting up that video. Also, real quick, we do not have the copyrights to that music, so I don't know if we're gonna get taken down for that.
So no, yeah. As I want people to check this. I want people to check this video. It's a playoff hype video. It's a playoff hype video. The video was organically it's a playoff hype video. We do not own the copyrights to this music. Full disclaimer. Full disclaimer. Full disclaimer. Will be edit, Brandon. When you get a chance, edit the video and stuff like that. Edit the caption and put the full disclaimer. We do not own the copyrights to this video. Put it in there. We do not own the copyrights to this music. But with that being said, BG said that the 0-1 team this year in the 7-game series is in the 0-1 team this year in the 7-game series. If you say this team, man, we're going to win it all because ain't no team better than the 0-1 Lakers. He said. He was asking what team will win in the series, the 0-1 Lakers or this team right there.
0-1 Lakers are the Sixers team?
I mean, 0-1 Sixers in our team, now.
Our team now would probably beat the 0-1 Sixers pretty bad.
Our team we got now in 5. We'll win that series in 5 games because if you look at the matchup, Iverson, you might be able to try to slow Iverson down. Iverson's still going to get his, but after that, you still got too many shooters on that court. And Embiid's the X factor. Who you going to have on Embiid? You seen what Shaq did to Embiid. You seen what Shaq did to Embiid, and Embiid is 280 plus pounds, mid-range jumper, and can take you in the post.
I honestly don't think Mutombo could even guard Embiid. You would pull him out the paint, he would be useless.
Yeah, he'd be useless. So we should, and BG, before we get up out of here, BG, we should make it to the finals. The only way we can not make it to the finals if we beat ourselves, BG. BG. So BG, that's how we cannot, man. That's how we can miss out on the finals if we beat ourselves. And I want to shout out everybody that tunes in. Jose, thank you for making the video, my brother. Thank you for putting that playoff hype video together. And Brandon, make sure you edit that caption too. Make sure you edit that caption too. So just in case. Thank you for everybody that tuned in to Eat Sleep Sixers. We're going to be doing more of these off-day shows like that. These off-day shows are fun because we can stay on long as we want and talk to y'all and have a little fun with y'all. We're going to do more of these in the near future. Thank you for everybody that like the Eat Sleep Sixers page. Thank you for everybody that sit up there and tune in every day because you could have been doing anything else in the world, but you decided on this day right here, on this Thursday, to tune in with us. So I appreciate you. We love you. We thank you out there. Go Sixers. Game 3 is Saturday at 7 o'clock. Check us out. Pre-game and post-game. Check us out on that day. Saturday, Game 3, 7 o'clock. You know what, Brandon? Guess what? We out.